Okay, so I got my Mr. Beer here. Okay, we're done with the boil. I'm gonna let this guy boil for 15 minutes. But the reason why I brought you down here is my stuff from last. I'm gonna try a pound of oats here. I'm gonna toast those guys in the oven. Just got done cleaning up in the basement. Down here you can see we got my oatmeal stout. Wednesday. Hey guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. We got Doug and a little Maggie coming at you. Hope all is well. Cheers. Today I am drinking my oatmeal stout. Tasting good, let me tell you. So, last week after I posted my video on the stainless, and I really appreciate all the comments and everything else I got about the new equipment. Still working on with ideas on different things with that. But last week after I posted that video, I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday last week when I did this, I ended up taking all those carboys and I started doing kegging. Got 3 kegs filled. I did my 2 reindeer ales and my peanut butter stout. I got all that kegged up. I will, matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and jump to it. I'll show you a video of it right now. Guess who? Doug and Maggie here. We are doing a little bit of kegging with the 3 new kegs. Got my oatmeal peanut butter stout. That's some cocoa on top and peanut butter and cocoa on the bottom. And then my holiday brown. Had these guys out here for, I don't know, since 1 o'clock. It's about 6 o'clock right now. And they were about 65 when I had them in there earlier. As you can see, it's 41. This is just the outside temperature. 40. Kind of depends on when you hit 39. Hit that keg, it's bouncing around because I just had her inside. Table's hitting 26, 27 degrees. So, I am going to keg those up. Right now I'm just running Star Sand from that keg down to that keg. And that keg. And then we'll run it into that keg. After I do all that, then it'll be time to start racking the carboys over. And then I'll go ahead and I want to carb them up. I got to use up the rest of that CO2. So I'm going to carb them up as much as I can. I'll probably pop each one, get the oxygen, purge the oxygen off each one first. And then go ahead and keg each one up, or go ahead and try to carb each one up until my oxygen tank runs, or carb the CO2 tank runs out. And then I got a spare CO2 tank I need to hook up, jimmy up, and go from there. So cheers, everybody. So, as you can see, I did do quite a bit of work there. I think everything turned out real well. I did do some tastings on that. I will probably I'll just finish up my video with those tastings. They're a little bit lengthy. And those of you that want to watch it, they can watch it. And you guys can kind of go from there. The other thing I did do too with that is I racked over my pale ale, and that's also included in I also got those included in the tastings of that too. So when I racked that over, I put about 4 gallons of that on some Tettnager hops and 4 gallons of it and some of that Falconer's Flight hops. And I imagine this guy's going to be pretty hoppy. Those guys have been sitting there, and they're still sitting there. I'll probably not take care of that until next week sometime and rack it over into a keg. I got to empty out a keg first, though, which I will probably end up doing this weekend, I hope. We've got some Christmas parties we need to get going to. So, what is on tap? Put my brew kettle stuff. I got to get all that stuff together. I want to do a brew day next week sometime. I want to try to do an Irish Red. I've never done Irish Red before. I believe I got the ingredients for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to do an Irish Red. And I think I will probably follow that up right away with another oatmeal stout. I can use the same yeast. I'll probably use that yeast cake off that Irish Red and put that in with that oatmeal stout. I got 4 empty carboys sitting over there, so I should be okay to do that. After that, who knows what I want to do. But before I do anything, I do have to get my... I'm sitting there looking at my kettles as we speak. Got to get those lined up and get those up and moving. So, I really do appreciate all your guys' inputs and everything else. And hope everyone has a good holiday season. I know a week from Wednesday, tonight's Tuesday night, but a week from Wednesday, we will have Christmas, so I hope everybody has happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody gets to spend it with their friends and family. Avoid doing the whole working thing, because work kind of sucks sometimes, so I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, cheers, happy Homebrew Wednesday, and don't forget to check out the footage after I drink some of my beer. Cheers, everyone. Hey guys, we're back doing the pale ale. Put an ounce of Tettnager 2013 5.3% alpha acid hops in there. Going good. Ooh. That doesn't need to be doing that. It's going a little quick. Hopefully it doesn't oxidate things. Once this gets done, that carboy is going to be the other guy. And essentially, we are going to do this one with Tettnager. This guy with some Falconer's. Falconer's Flight. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Glare from that flash. Basically, a Falconer's Flight, 4-ounce hop pellet, 11.4 alpha acid. So I may not do but just a ½ ounce. Yeah, I'll just do an ounce of each. That way I can compare. So do this and let these guys sit for several weeks, and or not several weeks, a week or two. We'll kind of go from there. So she's going down the pipe. You can see the color there. This guy's going to be light colored. So I'll get you guys a tasting on this and get the gravity reading out on this too. Cheers. Hey guys, got my beers here. These two are from my pale ale that I just put into the secondary and am dry hopping. I don't know, you really can't see through them at all. Well, you can see through it a little bit. Those guys are down to 1.06. No, 1.006. And then, in this guy, sorry I have to smell it. to be sure. This guy is my oatmeal stout with the peanut butter and chocolate in it. Big difference in color there. Can't really see it. This guy is my Doug's Reindeer Ale. Really can't see it either, through it either. Do a little quick tasting for these guys for you. Be right back. Okay, because I'm thinking that I'm going to get a little overwhelmed by the two dark guys. I'm going to go with the pales first. Just take a sip out of them. Now these guys were brewed on the 11th. They're just now being moved into the secondary. So we're talking, today is they were brewed on the 1st, not the 11th. Man, these guys were brewed on the 11th. That would make them 1 day old. That's not right. They were brewed on the 1st. So they're just now moved to the secondary. They're down to 1.006. Dry hop. One of them with the Tetneg hops, 1 ounce, and then the other one with Falconer's Flight, 1 ounce. Got some video of that I'll show you guys as well. So these guys are essentially 11 days old. So let's give it a little taste. Got a slight aroma to it. So a little slight hop aroma to it. I used Crystal, First Wort hops. I believe I used all Hallertall hops on this. I'll have to check that recipe. I didn't write down the hops. I got lazy that day. Cheers, guys. This guy is young, but man, I'm still retaining that hop flavor. Really second guessing if I should have dry hopped these guys. That is good. Let's try the other one out of the other cardboard just to be sure it tastes about the same. Same hop aroma. Man, I almost could just do one without dry hopping next time. That might be a way to go. Although I'm sure those hop aromas will fade. Alright, so got the reindeer ale, the brown ale with the cinnamon, ginger, and everything else in it. And I got my oatmeal stout with the PB2 in it. Let me just do the oatmeal stout first with the PB2. I had a 3-gallon cardboard I did. Had my regular oatmeal stout recipe. And I had 3-gallon cardboard. When I put it in the secondary, I put 4 ounces of cocoa powder in there. I was reading up on the internet about this bad boy. Everybody said that they used 2 cans of peanut butter. Or no, like a can of peanut butter. And they could not taste the peanut butter in the beer at all. So, me, being the smarty that I am, I put 2 cans of that PB2 powder in there. You can smell it. It just smells like a jar of peanut butter. So, let's give her a taste. Wow. Wow. All you can, well, no, I shouldn't say that. That is really peanut buttery. Woo! Peanut butter up front. Slight chocolate taste afterwards. Some coffee tones, but those are kind of drowned out by that peanut butter. So, I'll have to use this for a reference whenever I try this. I think what I may do is just let it sit in that keg for a while. Mellow. So. That is rich. I think I feel myself getting fatter just drinking those 3 sips. Wow. Okay. Let's move on to my reindeer ale. This guy had a final gravity of 1.016. When did I brew this? This would have been brewed like the 15th of November, I do believe. Yeah, it would have been the 15th of November, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. I believe that's when I did it. I'll have to look it up. It's not in my notes either. I did not do a good job taking notes last 2 times I brewed. So anyways, I got the hops in this one though. Used my brown ale recipe, and in there I threw 2 cinnamon sticks at 60 minutes, 5 cloves at 30 minutes, half a teaspoon of allspice at 30 minutes, had an ounce of orange at 15 minutes, plus I took 3 of these guys, these little cuties. Let's see if I get one out for you guys. Took 3 of those, ate the inside, threw the peels in the boil. I did that at 15 minutes. Added 1 ounce of ginger, 15 minutes. 1 teaspoon of the cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of yeast or nutrient. Half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And did my regular hop schedule there. Let's get a little smell on this guy. You can just right away, you can smell that ginger. I'm thinking that that ginger, it just wants to overpower everything. Yeah, definitely smell that ginger. You can taste that ginger, but it's not like ginger. It's more complex. I'm guessing that's all those other spices in there. I need to just put one of my browns next to this one and see how it goes. All in all, that one isn't too bad. Next time, just a wee less ginger. So, there you go. 3 brews by Doug. You got the youngest one, the oldest, or no, the oldest, the second oldest. This one's gonna get drank last, the oldest is. It needs to settle. So, cheers, everybody. I'm gonna brew more of those.